Be wide awake to your intuitive leads, and suddenly you find yourself in your promised land. I look with wonder at that which is before me. Hundreds of people choosing the wrong gifts because they were not listening to their intuitive leads. No matter what you are doing, ask for guidance. It saves time and energy and often a lifetime of misery. All suffering comes from the violation of intuition. Unless intuition builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Get the habit of hunching. Then you will always be on the magic path, and it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. You may think that all your happiness depends upon obtaining one particular thing in life. Later on, you praise the Lord that you didn't get it. Sometimes you're tempted to follow the reasoning mind and argue with your intuitive leads. Suddenly, the hand of destiny pushes you into your right place. Under grace, you find yourself back on the magic path again. You are now wide awake to your good. You have the ears that hear your intuitive leads, and the eyes which see the open road of fulfillment. The genius within me is released. I now fulfill my destiny. The intuitive person is never undecided. He is given his leads and hunches and goes boldly ahead, knowing he is on the magic path. In truth, we always ask for definite leads, just what to do. You will always receive one if you ask for it. Sometimes it comes as intuition, sometimes from the external. One of my students named Ada was walking down the street, undecided whether to go to a certain place or not. She asked for a lead. Two women were walking in front of her. One turned to the other and said, "Why don't you go, Ada?" The woman's name just happened to be Ada. My friend took it as a definite lead and went on to her destination, and the outcome was very successful. We really lead magical lives, guided and provided for at every step. If we have ears to hear and eyes that see, of course we have left the plane of the intellect and are drawing from the superconscious, the God within, which says, "This is the way, walk ye in it." In another great chapter, Florence Scovel Shinn discusses Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and the symbology of it. And interestingly, she says, whenever you see birds and animals, even in dreams or stories, they symbolize our intuitive leads or hunches, which are always ready to get out of the woods. In another chapter, she says, "Trust in me, commit your ways unto me." Committing your ways unto the Lord seems very difficult to most people. It means, of course, to follow intuition, for intuition is the magic path, the beeline to your demonstration. Intuition is a spiritual faculty above the intellect. It is the still small voice, commonly called a hunch, which says, "This is the way, walk ye in it." I refer to intuition very often, for it is the most important part of spiritual development. It is divine guidance. It is the God within. It is the eye which watches over Israel and never slumbers or sleeps. With it, nothing is unimportant. Acknowledge me in all your ways, and I will make plain your path. Remember, despise not the day of small things, of seemingly unimportant events. It is very difficult for a person who has followed the reasoning mind to suddenly follow intuition, especially people who have what they call regular habits. They are accustomed to doing the same thing every day at the same time, meals like clockwork. They get up at a certain time and go to bed at a certain time. Any deviation upsets them. We have the power of choice. We may follow the magic path of intuition, or the long and hard road of experience by following the reasoning mind.